Alright.
Hello, everybody. I don't know why I said that so weird. I am joined by my brother today,
Hello.
and we are actually playing a new Zelda-like game called Ocean's Heart, made by one guy. He's down there in the bottom left corner, Max Mraz. I'm actually going to be splicing it I'm talking about my editing process here, but I'm actually going to be splicing in some bits from an interview I'm going to be doing with him throughout this recording, just kind of as it's relevant. So we're going to be getting some commentary insight from my brother who playtested the game, as well as the developer himself. I thought that'd be kind of a fun way to do this. So anyway, we're just gonna jump right in because this game is very pretty, and I want to show off the gameplay. Oh no, you can only have one save file. That's fine.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it gives me like a Minish Cap art style, but like if Minish Cap was Wind Waker.
Yeah, kinda. The gameplay definitely feels very Wind Waker because of all of it takes place on a bunch of islands.
Right.
But all the artwork's original. Like, Max did all of this himself, which is insane to me.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I kind of thought it was like, maybe a modified graphics pack or something, but it looks very good. All right, quick second, go into the menu and turn the game down.
Now, some of it definitely seems inspired by Minish Cap. I mean, you can even see there with like the beds.
Oh yeah.
Definitely have some inspiration. But it is all original graphics.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, so... Oh yeah, you can hear it, that's right. So one thing I really like about this game, I played a little bit leading into this just to get a feel for it. I really like that the dialogue is all very... Like, it has a lot of personality. Even
Yeah, it's
just
very
like...
cheeky and fun.
Yeah, because it's all like from the main character's point of view, kind of. Like, she's actually like reading the thing or saying the things out loud as she's reading them, and so it's got some of that like snarky personality thrown in. It does kind of bother me that even though I'm playing with a controller, it's only having keyboard prompts. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but
Yeah, he's working on some of the controller stuff. Like, there's also some remapping issues. You can remap the controls within Steam, but there's nothing in-game right now to do that. So one of the first patches that's going to come out will focus on the controls.
okay, cool. Because yeah, I was gonna say the menu was on the left bumper, which is I spend like 5 seconds pushing all the buttons every single time I need to go into the menu.
I know, it bugs me too. But yeah, he knows it's an issue and he's going to fix it.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so I didn't read it all. I probably should have, but we're talking over it.
Yeah, most of this intro stuff doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, Dad sent me to get a thing of whiskey out of a secret cave. Typical first mission stuff.
Well, when your family runs a tavern, sure.
Hey, it's my older sister. I thought you were busy being responsible and figuring out... it's good stuff. Also, the little sister is learning how to make beer, so, I relate to that.
Yeah, I also like all the little notes and stuff that are scattered about. So, like, there's the notes on the wall and the notes on the bar there, and you can read all of them. It just adds a little bit to the world.
Yeah. But yeah, this is her little town. Oh my god, stop popping up things. This is her little town. It's super cool. Now knowing all the art's original, like, makes it even more impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Because this game feels like kind of I was gonna say live action, action combat like RPG Maker game, and feel. Like the visuals and stuff kind of have that like retro aesthetic to them. But I really like the personality and all the art.
Yeah, it's definitely a classic action RPG, which I love.
All right. So I think it's like if you go up to the cave, this is something, but I'm gonna skip that. Go to Hazel to get the sword. You got the sword. I guess her dad is a volunteer Navy person, which is why they live in a seaside village.
I mean, pretty much everyone lives in seaside villages, except that basically the whole world is a chain of islands.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, which comes in handy later, because he did implement a fast travel system using an NPC with a boat. Makes it really easy just to basically island hop.
Nice. Yeah, I've only played like the first few minutes of this, but I didn't want to start where I left off. I wanted to kind of show off the intro because there's some cool, like there's a cool little like training cave, kind of, you know, mini dungeon thing to show off the game early on. So I wanted to do that part.
Yeah, there's some cool like kind of cutscene action too at the beginning. Adds a lot of character.
Yeah. There's a lot of collectibles. Like I assume they're going to be for something later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a full crafting system. It's not something you really have to use. Honestly, I haven't used it all that much. But you'll see later there's places that have crafting tables and you can make different potions and things.
Awesome.
Yeah, comes in handy.
So it's
mostly
mostly
little birds. Sorry, the little birds are one of my favorite part.
They're pretty great.
Nice little touch.
Like the first time I played through this, I was like, that was not a very good effect there. But like, I appreciate it more, like thinking back, because it is like it's that class. Like this feels like a game ripped off the SNES.
Yeah,
I don't mean
exactly.
ripped off as a bad thing. I mean like it came from that system. So like that
Like
is
an
very
homage.
yeah, that's very accurate to the times where it's just like you see some rocks, the thing you're trying to land on goes away, and then you move on. Like it's not big and flashy or whatever. But yeah, these birds are great.
And they're all over the place.
Makes sense.
I love them.
Nice.
Yeah, just showing some of the basic mechanics here. You had the little pop-ups as, you know, tips.
I like that it froze mid-roll, so I'm just face planted.
As it tells you how to roll.
Yep.
It's great.
Well, to be fair, I keep hitting that instead of the sword button.
Yeah, I did that a lot too. That's why the button remapping will come in handy, because I'll definitely change those up.
Ew, monster
I need to
bits.
look at the Steam remapping. I haven't done that yet.
I haven't either. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either, but apparently it is.
There's a really like satisfying weight to when you slash at enemies too.
Mm-hmm. I actually really like the screen shake. I think that was a nice addition.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it might annoy some people, but you can turn it off in the menu too. But I actually really, really like it.
Agreed. It's a nice effect. Like it feels like your hits have weight without like the vibration that wouldn't have been around, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, and then a lot of the enemies have like knockback and things too that help that.
Of course, some big monster is lurking between me and my way out. Ow! I'll read some of the more like meta dialogue later. It's pretty basic early on.
Yeah. There's definitely some dialogue that's really, really good.
Oh my god. I did not have any problems with this guy last time. Just for the record. As soon as I start recording, it's an issue, of course.
If you want to know a secret, there actually is. This isn't displayed anywhere in the game, but when I was coding, I just sort of like every time you die, I increment a counter. There's an exact number of the times you died in your save file.
Oh.
I'm not doing anything with that information, but I am holding it over you. So just know, I know how many times you just kidding. I don't actually have your save file, but you can find out how many times you died.
Okay.
It helps if you hit him with your sword instead of trying to pick up all the pots.
I was trying to throw them at him. That's why I beat him last time.
I just hit it with the sword.
I didn't want to. I wanted to throw pots at him.
You're playing like Link with all the pot breaking.
I know.
This is Tilia.
Whatever. Should the pots have come back?
No.
Okay.
So
I mean,
it was
I
kinda
like that
respawned,
kind
but
of
not really.
the perpetual world, like after you die, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think it's based on a certain amount of time, so you can't spam things too. Like, the plants and things are the same way. So, like, even if you leave that area, everything won't necessarily respawn. It will come back after a certain number of minutes or whatever it is. What?
There's fire everywhere. What do I do?
Yeah, there's fire everywhere.
Oh, she's just chilling.
Talk to people.
What's
Yeah,
up?
just talk to her. She's chilling.
I can't. There we go. Chili, I'm so glad you're safe. I tried to block off the tavern with barrels, but they were throwing bombs. I don't know what they came for, but Dan ran off to fight them. I guess it's his duty as a volunteer Navyman. He's down at the pier. It's still on fire, though, sis.
Yeah, everything's on fire.
You wanna... Alright,
No,
I'm just gonna go.
this is good. This is fine.
And
That
then I
guy's
like this
just running
casual
around
old
like
man.
crazy.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be dead soon anyway. Where have you been? Now he seems frantic. Hazel's house is burning awful. Your sister Lyndon is fine, and your dad, he's at the pier. Yeah, this guy's freaking out. Those pirates started tossing explosives everywhere. Yeah, I like this line. Our roofs
This
are
is the
literally
worst
made of
material.
grass. This is the worst material.
Yeah, I love that line too.
Like, I feel like you would say something like that when you're freaking out, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what were we thinking? Oh. It is very easy to fall into the
Probably
water.
weren't expecting. Yeah, it is. They probably weren't expecting to be attacked by pirates. To be fair,
That's true.
especially bomb-throwing pirates.
Yeah, that's kind of random. I also learned that you can actually slash the barrels and blow them up. So don't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Anyway.
Well, you might need to do that later. Hint,
True.
hint.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You've got your father's wits about you. My wits. They're excellent wits. That almost sounds like a Trump quote.
Yeah.
Pirates flying a white hourglass on their flag attacked. They raided that old ruin up on the mountain. Most of us got away, but Hazel was up on the mountain collecting herbs. The pirates threw her in a barrel and rolled her off with whatever they could take from the ruin. They kidnapped Hazel? We have to get some help. Wow. I don't know why I couldn't read that. Tilia, I am the help. I'm a volunteer Navyman. It's my duty to take care of this island. Yours too if you want to join someday. Okay. I'll be back home before you realize that you and Lyndon just watched the tavern for a few days. I don't want to read all the dialogues, it takes forever. And then we get a time jump.
Yeah, there's a lot, especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, there's kind of a lot throughout, especially with all the NPCs, but a lot of it's really good.
So this is another nice thing I like. Like, there's a time jump, and all of the things that you can read are different. Like, you can kind of catch up on the time that's passed. Like here we've got
There's a lot of those.
Lyndon took over the budget, and it's all neat and clean and everything. And then you see like your father's old, like messy attempts at a budget that she just kind of tried to hide.
Yeah, whereas before the messy ones were over there, and
Yeah,
father's versions were there.
it's little things, but
Yeah.
it's those kind of touches.
Exactly. It's all those nice little touches.
So, Tilia, I keep forgetting her name. I keep wanting to call her Lyndon because I see that name more. Tilia is going to leave and go find her dad and find out what's going on with the pirates.
Pretty
Goat's
much.
Head Harbor. I read it as Goat Sheed at first.
So she has the hint that these white hourglass pirates had a flag on their ship, so that's what she's going to go off of.
Time Pirates. That'd be kind of a cool, like, fantasy story thing. Like, pirates that steal your life.
Ugh.
Like, they pillage for immortality. Be kind of cool.
Say, well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to say too much about what they're pillaging for in this game, but there could be some similarity there if they were using certain like relics to get to immortality.
Okay. I thought I might be on the right track. It was just a joke, but, you know. Dang it,
Yeah,
man,
it's not
fuck the old
actually
man.
really to immortality, but there are some relics we're looking for.
Yeah. Anchors away. Let's hit the road. The ocean? That's the one. Okay. Yep. Great. C
See, I don't know if
chart.
you got this far before, but the C chart will give you another menu. So you actually have a map now.
Yeah. I did.
And
I
that
just got
uncovers
here.
as you get new charts, which is really nice.
I assume there's like, the equivalent of dungeons in this game. Are there separate maps for that, or is it just the world map?
It's just the world map. There are what I would call dungeons, kind of bigger cave systems, and most are caves anyway.
Okay.
But different areas that have bosses and items and things like that, but they don't have separate maps. You kind of have to figure it out on your own in the dungeons.
Okay. So yeah, real quick, I
Templates,
wanted
whatever
to
you
show off the menu system. So this is like all your items and stuff, which isn't just like, what you would think of as Zelda items. There's also like consumables, like my health healing berries, and then your collectibles over on the right side. I was pointing as if you could see me.
Yeah.
And then there's a quest log with your main quest and side quests.
And all those can have like sub points and things, and they check off as you complete them. So like the main quest there in Hitching a Ride, you see like you did that first thing, it's checked off, and then it has a next sub thing. So that updates as you go along, which is really helpful.
Yeah. And then, yeah, the map.
One thing that I hate so much is making menus. Oh my gosh. Making menus is, to me personally, like so boring and tedious, but they're so important, and like the UX experience is like critical. And I got really lucky that I that is one of so in the credits of the game, you'll see there are a couple other people listed. So there's another developer called Lamazing, and they also work in the Solaris engine, which is what I use to make this game. And Lamazing loves making menus, which I'm just like, why? But God bless you. And so Lamazing was instrumental. They're a genius and helped me with a lot of the menus. Like the quest log system was all them. Lamazing was making a quest log system, was like, oh, Ocean's Heart, sort of like, I want to make a quest log system for Ocean's Heart, and that'll sort of be my proof of concept. So now that Ocean's Heart is out, Lamazing just released this quest log system, all the scripts and how to make it work, onto the Solaris Discord and forums, and everyone else can use it too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so so happy that they're such a kind-hearted person. Which was because I hate menus so much, Justin.
Anyway, move on. Dang it! I was just trying to let that guy pass.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get my cat out of the way.
Yeah, that'll
right.
happen.
Yeah, I think she's in the window now. It's fine.
Can I lift crates? I can't lift crates.
No, you can't.
Because she's a weak girl, right?
Mm-hmm, sure. You can lift stuff later. I don't know if you can ever lift crates, though. You can upgrade your sword and your armor, which is a big, big help. I recommend doing it as much as you can, as long as you have crowns. Which is the money in the game, so I should clarify that.
Yeah, what are they? Like, they look like they're just little
Crowns?
discs. Yeah.
I guess they are just like little metal discs. I don't think it's ever really explained.
Okay, I didn't know if they were
yeah.
like a set currency or something from, if they were made up or what.
I think they're made up. I mean, they kind of remind me of like Roman currency, the just disc with the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. Look like maybe made of copper or something.
Oh, I completed a quest, apparently. There's a ghost in this town!
Were you told to visit the tavern, I think, by someone?
Probably.
This is the tavern.
Ooh, phantom squid. That sounds cool.
He's pretty cool.
There's a lot of people here.
It's a tavern. It's where people go.
I thought he was gonna say, used to be a pirate myself until I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, no. I don't think that reference is in here.
Eh? I mean, I'm kind of glad it's not, but that's what I expected,
Yeah.
I'm tracking a crew of pirates who attacked my hometown. I heard this was a good place to ask after them. They fly a white hourglass. I've heard of the Hourglass Crew. They like explosives. Hey, Any of you drunks know about the Hourglass Crew? Well, that guy over there did. Hourglass? That's 2 stacked triangles, yeah? Wow. Not 3 triangles, though. It's an important distinction. I was sailing around Spruce Head and saw some smoke. This was a while ago, mind, but there was also a ship with triangles on its sails. Come to think of it, they must have plundered Spruce Head Shrine. Might look for clues there. Spruce Head is southwest. That's a hard thing to say, Spruce Head.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's add her to your map. You know, you weren't the first one in volunteer Navy colors who's hunting these pirates. A tall man with a beard was asking everyone in Ballast Harbor about them. Seemed to hear something from a man selling sea charts. You might find a way to Ballast Harbor and seek out the fellow selling sea charts. God! Ballast...
Tongue twisters in here.
Ballast Harbor is a pirate market.
Sea charts.
You know, he's selling sea charts down by the seashore.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what it is, where it is to give directions. It doesn't help that my glasses are bad, but I haven't, been too afraid to go to an eye doctor.
Yeah.
So we've got pirates looting the shrine out at Spruce Head, west of here, and someone who's seen them in Ballast Harbor. Sounds like you've got a couple leads to follow. Oh my god, I'm gonna stop reading.
Speaking of reading, there's notes on the wall. I'm gonna read those.
Great.
Yeah. There's lots of reading in here to do.
Me fishing spot. I need some... okay, these are side quests?
Yeah. I love the carrots guy. You should definitely talk to the carrots guy.
Okay.
He's east of town. Spruce Head is one of the first, what I would call, major dungeons in the game. There's a lot of minor ones, too. But I think that's probably considered one of the bigger ones.
Oh, I guess I'll take the work. Okay, we'll do that then, because I want to go about an hour on this, so I'd like to show off an actual dungeon or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if you can... I think you can get there without doing much of anything else. Like, I don't think there's a key to it or anything like that.
It definitely seems like there's a lot you can do.
There is. It certainly is. I think there's, 11 or 12 main quests and 33 side quests as far as what is logged. So yeah, I think more than half the game is just optional content. There's a great majority of areas that you don't have to go to. I'm really curious to see if anybody ever speed runs it and figures out okay, what do you have to do? What can you actually skip? Because sometimes I don't remember.
Why are these people chilling in the well?
You didn't talk to them earlier? Probably weren't. Yeah, you didn't read it. You're supposed to just clear out these monsters. It's another side quest.
Oh. I mean, I think I did take this on.
Yeah, I think you did too. They're archaeologists, but they're scared of spiders. Which I totally get.
Yeah, same. Oh, those are spiders? They have 4 legs. And rock bodies.
It's fine. They're rock spiders.
Rock spiders?
Like rock lobsters. Yeah. Spider versions.
And we got some clam seagulls.
Sure.
Not totally sure what those are. Ow, dick. I hate spiders.
Maybe you should get good.
Monsters geode. Maybe I should heal.
Yeah, you should probably heal.
I do like the way they make the life and stuff look on here, because you're inside your pouch, so it's just little scratches.
Hey, it does a really good job with all the design, I feel like.
What is... Okay.
Nothing. I think it's just for decoration. A lot of things are.
Cool. One thing that's kind of weird, and I've seen noted on some other people's coverage, is your sword feels a little limited for the full slash across you do. It only hits what's exactly in the square in front of you. You know what
that's been the #1 comment actually, and the reason that is because it's kind of modeled after Link to the Past.
Okay.
Which is how that game was done. You have to be basically aligned. You can only really slash one bush. But if you look at any modern ARPG or even any modern Zelda game, it's usually everything within your sword hitbox
Yeah.
will be slashed. So you can slash multiple things at a time.
Right.
And it's not something like during playtesting. A lot of us are kind of used to Link to the Past style and we didn't really think about it. But it has been a big critique, so he's looking at possibly changing that.
That would be great. I didn't know if it was a limitation of the Solaris engine or not.
It is, yeah. It's actually built-in behavior to the engine, but I mean, we can make an adjustment to the engine. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
So
I think that would be
looking into
beneficial.
that.
Because it definitely has been a critique, and like you said, you know, people that are fans of, you know, Link to the Past or whatever probably wouldn't care. It doesn't so much bother me, but like mostly when you're in like a field of grass, yeah. Because if there's just like one thing in front of you, who cares? But when you're trying to like cut down for like, you know, crowns and hearts and stuff, they can get kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I like these lighting effects though.
Yeah, all the caves are really nicely done.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting kind of how it's like a mix of like very retro feeling things, but like some modern effects too.
Yeah.
Which is why I think they could get away with the change to the sword. Because it's just one of those modern changes you would make.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of wonder if you should add it as maybe an option where you could do it either way. That might be too difficult, but...
It might also change the behavior too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I guess you haven't found the key yet, have you?
I didn't know there was one, because I've been everywhere.
Well, there's a locked door, so...
Yeah.
I think go south right there. I think there's one... Yeah, you go around the other way. There it is.
Gotcha. Okay, I got lost in the tunnels, I guess.
Missed that way. Yep, it happens.
Dang it.
One more spider. One more rock spider.
Just a little mold. Ew. I don't want this moldy key.
It's in a sewer. What do you expect?
Rust.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's rust and mold.
Well, it said it's a rusty key, but then it has a little mold on it. Still kind of weird. I like the music too. Like he did that also. Like he did everything.
He did all the music.
That's insane.
Because I have such a specific vision in my head for the music, or for how I want the pixel art to look. Like somewhat, there's a little bit of that. Like whenever you have someone do some work for you, if you have the stronger the picture in your head going in, like the more inevitably disappointed with something amazing you'll be. Like, you know, someone can do really amazing work and come up with a great take. And there's, you know, unless you're more mature than I am occasionally, like there's still that little bit of like, if you had a specific picture in your head and it's not that, it's sort of like, ooh, well, you know.
Big spider!
As if it wasn't bad enough. You got
Yeah.
some coral.
Yeah, you need that to upgrade your sword, and now that you have some crowns, I recommend doing that. It's a huge help.
Yeah. I also just noticed that the pots that have like healing items in them are a different color.
Yep.
That's a nice touch.
Once again, one of those little details. He does the same thing for bushes. I don't know if you've encountered any of those yet, but bushes with berries under them have like a little red dot. So you can tell immediately if you're getting berries or not.
Just the little spiders? That was a me question.
Yeah.
So is that it? Like, I think I completed it.
I think so. You can check your quest log, but I'm pretty sure it's done.
It just felt a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep, it's done.
Okay. So was the
You killed the
reward just
spider.
like what I got from the spider and the bombs? Is that the whole... I thought I would get a
Oh, you
reward.
get bombs?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you do get bombs. Yeah, bombs are the big thing in the coral ore. So you can upgrade your sword.
Okay. Man, you need
So-
coral ore to upgrade your sword. Like, that's
I know.
obnoxious.
There's so many tongue twisters in this game.
Is that that's I guess that book's closed. I don't know how to open books.
I don't think you do. I think they're only interactable if they're open.
Huh.
No, I wouldn't waste the money.
No. Was there something significant to the fact that the other door is locked?
Maybe. maybe later. You might remember that door is locked.
As is that one.
Not that one, the other one.
Okay.
So you should probably go down
I like this
back to
little
the
deer.
south area to the blacksmith or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I'll look Great Bridge Sword, and then we can go probably beeline to that dungeon. Because
Yeah,
that little sewer system is actually a pretty cool example. But
And actually, the other dungeon is not underground; it's above ground, so it'll be totally different.
cool.
It's
So,
like an overgrown shrine.
do you have a lot of upgrades for these things?
Yeah. I don't know how high a level you can get. I think it's up to like 15 or
Oh,
something
okay, I see.
for each.
I was gonna ask how
Yeah.
you track it, but I see it there. So wait, why is my arm level 2? I didn't upgrade that.
Did you talk to that guy right above you?
Yeah,
He upgrades it.
I know, but I didn't upgrade it.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well, you should now then, because you can. So that one must default to level 2 instead of level 1 like the sewer. I
Oh,
guess.
there's
I
no
didn't
physical
realize that.
difference. That's sad. I thought maybe you'd be able to tell.
Not visually, if that's what you mean. You can
Yeah.
tell from the menu. And that, you do more damage.
Was I supposed to go back to the ship?
No, I think you have to go pretty far west, I think, to get to Bruce Head.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, they did mark it on the map.
So there's like just kind of dots gesturing which way you can go.
Yeah, I guess a general idea of the pass. It doesn't handhold in this game for sure.
Yeah.
But it does a pretty good job of kind of giving you an idea of where to go. Between the map and the quest log.
I can't cut grass.
Oh,
That's
I
sad.
know, it hurts your Zelda brain.
Yeah. But again, I guess that would be kind of annoying. You can only cut one piece at a time.
Yeah, would be.
I need a shield.
Well, luckily you might be going to a place that has one.
These, like, vulture things are creepy.
Yeah, they are. They're like skull vultures.
Sculptures.
Yeah.
He can use that one if he wants.
Sure. I don't actually think he named most of the enemies. I had asked him about that one time, and there's no bestiary or anything, so you can't look them up. And I don't think he even really gave them internal names. He just called them like Vulture or something in the game files.
Yeah, no, Matt is right. They are just called crows in the code. Well, even though obviously, something up with that's not what a crow looks like.
No. It is what a sculpture looks like, though.
This is true. Oh, one that's fun is there's a couple rock enemies in the game that you'll find. I think you can find some up on Marble Cliff Mountain. And there's two. There's big ones and little ones. The big ones are called Boulder Bros, and the little ones are called Gravel Guys.
Cute. And this is crafting?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, that's crafting.
Okay. And what do these do?
Different things. So each of those potions, one of them doubles your defense for a certain amount of time, one doubles your attack. I don't remember what all of them are, but they each have a unique effect.
If you have the stuff to craft them, does it give you a description of them, or do you just kind of have to make it and figure it out?
I don't remember. I think you have to make it, and then there's a description in the start menu,
Okay.
in your bag.
Interesting.
You'll also get them. You'll probably actually end up getting one before you can ever craft one, because the components are harder to come by.
Mm-hmm.
So they're scattered around in chests in the dungeons and stuff.
Okay.
So you'll probably know what it does before you can ever make it.
Nice. So while we're just kind of wandering around here a little bit, what is your history with this game? For those that, have been around for a while, they know that you made a Zelda fan game and are kind of in that community. But, what introduced you to this game and this guy specifically?
So yeah, I've worked with it's called the Solaris engine for a while. And we also have a Discord and, various community ways to talk. And so I think this first came up I think he introduced it on the forum that we have. And then it kind of moved to the Discord, and as he kind of got into alpha and beta phases, he started asking for playtesters, and so I got involved there and started playing through it all and kind of giving feedback on various things, mostly balance issues, like some of the enemies that were too difficult and stuff like that in my mind. So as he kind of made those tweaks, the community contributed a lot on that. But the game itself was just made by really the one guy. There was one other guy who helped with some of the coding, some of the different systems in the game, like the world map and the quest log. But everything else, as far as, like we said, the graphics, the music, everything was all done by Max.
Awesome.
So a bit of a community effort, but really just led almost entirely by one guy.
And are there any other, I don't know, like if it's a secret of Discord or whatever, but are there any other like big games that are kind of in community development right now?
Probably nothing as big as this. Max does have a couple other small games.
Mm-hmm.
Like he did a Bloodborne-inspired 2D game called Yarntown. It actually got a lot of press, surprisingly. Like he didn't expect that. No one really did, but it kind of took off.
People love fan games like that, or not like
exactly.
Homages, I should say.
Yeah, and it is very Bloodborne inspired. Like it's a super difficult game, and it was well made, but it's got kind of a similar style to this, but more like Victorian era to match that game. So definitely recommend that one to check out. It's pretty fun. A little too hard for me because I'm not actually good at games, but
Yeah, same.
And then he did another one called Hallows Eve that he released on Halloween, and that was a little bit harder to describe. It's a much shorter game, but it's about this pumpkin guy who lives in the spirit world, who enters into the mortal realm to rent Jurassic Park, because the veil between the mortal and the spirit worlds only thins on Halloween. So he has like one chance to go watch this movie, and he really wants to do it, and all these shenanigans happen that prevent him from getting to the Blockbuster or whatever it was. I forget which movie store. But it's another very silly game with good dialogue and everything, very, very Max Moraz style. So those are a couple of the others that are kind of floating out there right now. There's also some other Zelda fan games, but those are a little harder to promote because of DMCA potential. So we try and focus on some of the original games.
Yeah, that's why I was curious, because like it seems like more often than not now things will start as fan games to kind of like get some promotion of the community, and they shift focus so they can actually release it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, there's actually one that's being worked on now that started out as a Zelda fan game. It was the original game that Solaris had actually created for, and now they're working on remaking it, actually with some of these graphics even, with some open source graphics, so they can release the game without having to worry about Nintendo, taking them down.
So you're talking about like the Zelda Solaris game?
Yeah, it's called it was called Mystery of Solaris originally. Was the reason the engine was created years and years ago. It started out on, I think, Multimedia Fusion way back in the day, if anyone remembers that engine, which they probably don't. And then it moved to RPG Maker at one point, and then the guy who made the game decided to create his own engine, so that he could have kind of complete control over everything. And that became the Solaris engine, and so now they're reworking the game. It's now called Children of Solaris, is the open source version. And that will be released someday.
Is this just a water spout?
I don't know what that is. I don't think you do anything with it.
Huh.
You could try putting down one of those things you just got. See if that does anything. I'm not sure. I actually forgot to go to this cave earlier. I don't have salt candles yet.
Dang it. Nope. That didn't do anything.
That just blowed you up. I don't know. I guess
So are they just a distraction? Like they don't hurt you?
I don't honestly remember what those are used for. I assume they operate kind of like bombs, where they can blow up like cracked rocks and things, but I'm not sure.
Stop rolling instead of slicing. I'm so good at just rolling right into damage. Ow, what? This is like a little weird Deku thing over here. Ah, dick!
It's called a mandrake. There's some, I think that's a regular one, yeah. There's some white mandrakes later that are like super hard to beat.
Yeah, so those are called, so there's the ones that jump out and get you, which I called mandrakes. I heard someone on a stream call them ambushes. And
That's really good.
So good.
I thought I could maybe go talk to him, but he didn't seem like a fan of diplomacy.
No, he does not want to speak to you, he wants to murder you.
And I get it. Okay, there's something back. What is that? Oh, weird. Okay. I could, like, barely see it. I feel like I'm going the right way.
I think so. Yeah, you should be. Check that sign there. I actually think that'll clarify.
Ow, dick!
Oh, or die again. That's fine too.
Why am I so bad at this?
I don't know. Actually, I'm not that great at it either. It is a difficult game, to be fair. I mean, like I said, I think it's balanced well now, but it's not designed to be easy.
Yeah.
It's designed to be a challenge.
And the collision section's, like, not what I'm used to. Like, it's not wrong. It's just, like, it's a little closer. It's more like Link to the Past, which I also die in a lot.
Right.
They have to be a lot closer to you before the sword will connect. And it doesn't help that I keep rolling instead.
Yeah, same. I looked and those enemies are just called crows. Those flying crow things. They're just crows.
Lame. I'm gonna pitch sculpture.
Yeah, it's better.
Like I can name all the monsters. It'll be a fun time.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you should talk to him about that. I don't think he'll change the game files, but maybe he can add a bestiary later.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun.
Like the Super Mario World credits, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, agreed. Like those little, like the little snippets that you can get from a bestiary of like, just the fact that like, what do people call this tells you a lot about those people.
Yeah.
Like, and like, how do people, like, what is, you know, like, just like to us, like with our mythology in real life, that like, you know, a sphinx we know as to be like a wise creature and like associated with riddles because of, you know, the stories that have been told about it. Like when you have a sculpture, like, you know, like, oh, you can probably tell why people named it that, but like, okay, what does that mean to people? Like, is that a sign of, is that a sign of ill omen? Are they like pests, like rats? Like, how do people perceive them? And that can tell you so much about the world and is really fun to think about.
I don't like this living seaweed.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's like murder weed.
That's not bad.
It's probably just called seaweed.
Probably.
If I had to guess.
Call them dillweeds.
Oh, it's called seaweed blob. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I have the inside scoop on some of these things. So.
That's why you're here.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure. Yep, that's it. That's the spray. I don't know. Max may not want me giving all this info away. I don't think he'll care.
I mean, it's nothing damning.
No, it's not.
No, not my enemy names.
Yeah.
I can never trust him again. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna think of anything better than sculpture, though.
No, you're probably not. That was pretty good. I'll give you that one.
Sunken Palace.
This one can't get to yet either.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if this is the one I was supposed to go to.
Nope, that's later on.
Cool.
As evidenced by the barrier in front of it.
Yes. Are these fast travel points?
I don't think so. I think those are just flavor sprites, basically.
Gotcha. Apple.
Oh, apples are great. They're 2 hearts instead of 1 heart.
Well, half a heart. The berry things are half a heart.
Berries are half? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, apples are 2.
Yeah. It's huge. I do kind of like that you don't just find hearts. Like, you have to actually, like, eat something.
Yeah.
It's a little more realistic.
Yeah, it's not the creepy thing where there are just hearts and bushes all over the world.
Right.
Very strange.
You're just stabbing bushes and taking their life force.
Yeah.
Or
And the
whatever.
bushes have hearts in the first place, which is just disturbing.
Yeah. It's like the, when you bottle a fairy, like, it shows it just flying around you and healing you, but you bite that thing's head off and drink its juices.
Yeah, it's like screaming the whole time, too. It's just very wrong.
Yeah.
So Lily is just kind of in various areas around the world, and that's what all the fast travel points are.
Okay.
So she'll just kind of show up random places and take you to different areas of the world. Oh, a mandrake.
It wrecked me.
Yeah, they will murder the hell out of you.
I didn't even know it was there, and then I was dead.
Yep. That's why I always recommend upgrading your armor and your sword whenever you can, because you might run into a mandrake. If you can get the jump on him, he's not so bad. See, yeah. They sneak up on you.
I saw that it was a blue bush, and I was like, oh, what does that have in it? Death. It has death in it.
There's a white version that's even harder. It will super murder you.
Oh no, it's back.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Come on. So I will say with enemies, it seems like it still hits the entire sword arc. It's just with like bushes and stuff.
So.
It's only what's exactly in front of you.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
So it's
that's
not
even
so
more
bad.
reason to adjust the bushes, though.
True, for consistency, but it's like it's not as extreme as I thought it was.
Right.
Because like I cut through that bush and hit the enemy.
True.
But yeah, still fix it.
Yeah. I think that's the plan.
I will say though, like this is scratching the itch.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I was actually playing it earlier. I wanted to play it yesterday, but my arm hurt because I got the COVID shot. But yeah, so I played some this morning. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what drove me to, make this game is like, I like playing Zelda-like games. Like when I heard about Blossom Tales, boom, I bought that. Whenever there's like someone's like, oh, this is a Zelda clone, then like my ears perk up and I'm like, oh, tell me more. Sounds like something I would like because I love Zelda.
Yeah.
Like, clone that, please. It was good. Give me more. So, I mean, I think it's a great game formula that I appreciate and want more of. So I'll make more of it. And I hope I can bring sort of my own twist and my own emphases to it.
Do you want me to go like beat them up?
So you don't have to stay here forever?
I mean, she's got a barrel full of apples. Like,
You should throw apples at him?
No, I'm saying like, you can live a long time on apples.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, apples are not weapons. Unless you're a doctor.
I mean, they could be. Yeah.
Because they do keep doctors away.
Hey, you made it.
Oh, a traveler. Pirates freely pillaging them. Is that a sentence?
Seems like a fragment to me. But
Yeah.
I don't know. You are freely pillaging them? I don't know.
Of course, I'm gonna critique the grammar. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I do. Here lie the king's amulet, given to Heron to allow him passage through the storms to the palace. Alright. Stole the king's... Oh. We gotta get that amulet back. Is this one of those where it's like, you have a certain amount of MacGuffins to collect? Or is it more just like an ongoing adventure and those things just happen to sometimes pop up?
More of an ongoing adventure.
Okay.
They actually kind of build up to a final, I guess you could call it a big MacGuffin. But you collect various like amulets and things throughout the game.
Because I
Those
noticed,
give you powers.
like, on the menu, there isn't like a specific area where, you know, things would go, unless it's down, like, underneath these.
No, I don't remember how the menu is really arranged. But they are, like, the amulets are in that area of the menu because you can equip them
Oh,
and use
neat.
them for things. So, like, there's one you get later. You probably won't get to it in this, but there's one that creates, like, a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Rains down lightning on enemies. So that one's pretty fun.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you saw the leaked beta from Ocarina of Time. Like, did you see that
Well, I know
information?
about the leaked beta.
It was like a recent thing that leaked, but anyway, it had like basically the what are they called? The amulets, whatever you pick up at in the dungeons.
Oh, the medallions,
Yes, the medallions.
right?
Yeah. They originally like were equipable items, kind of like the 3 medallions and Link to the Past. And
yeah,
they did
that
different.
That beta leak is not new then. That's
You
been
sure?
known for years. Yeah.
All right, I saw it recently, but like they did different things. Like there was one that like turned you into a fairy, and one that again, and I think a few of them were repurposed as the 3 things you get from the
Yeah, like those spells, Din's Fire, and
yeah,
all those.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I can't think of words right now. I'm not good at multitasking.
Yeah, that's fair. This dungeon's a little confusing to me too. Like it's like intentionally circuitous, and I get lost easily.
Yeah, that's where I think dungeon maps could come in handy.
Yeah, I mean, I think he intentionally didn't include them though, because like he wants you to explore. That's kind of the whole point of the game.
Fair. But I don't necessarily think that having a dungeon map gets in the way of exploring. Because if it just fills in as you go room to room, it's fine. Like, you don't have to have,
Yeah.
like, the compass and, like, the thing that, you know, completely fills in the map. You just have to have something where, like, you can track if you've been to a room already or not. And where you are in relation to
that's
other
fair.
rooms. Because, I mean, like, everything back
Yeah.
from, like, Zelda 1 had that.
Mm-hmm.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, you can roll too if you want to move a little faster.
Oh, yeah, I
past
can
them.
roll.
Yeah, you
I-
can roll. You know
I
the
don't-
thing you keep doing it unintentionally?
Yeah, I only do that when it is ineffective.
Yeah. You know, it comes in handy sometimes too.
I'm so excited to remap these controls when that's an option.
I know, right? I'm gonna look at the Steam mapping today. I gotta remember to do that.
Ow. I don't know what this guy is.
I don't know. He's just a big guy that throws plant bombs at you.
Some kind of construct, I guess. Let's see. See, now I don't remember where the room was that had a key door.
Ugh, was it? I don't know. Was it back toward the beginning? I think. Or actually, no. Go north. I think it's north in this room. Maybe that's where the final boss guy is. This is what leads to the end. I don't know if this is where the key door is. Oh no, because you don't have the spell yet, do you?
Mm-mm.
You can't go there yet. Yeah, it must be back somewhere. Oh, up there. You didn't go up there.
I didn't. But I've passed somewhere that had a key door.
Nice. But there's berries here.
There are.
Big old berry tree right there.
Yeah, maybe it's personal preference, but I would prefer to have a map. Again,
Yeah.
even if it's just one that
Yeah.
fills in as you go. Like, it doesn't have to be an item you collect in the dungeon or whatever. Just, like, something that you can draw on. You know, the character can draw on, I should say. As they go room to room. I mean, it's a pretty common thing in the Navy. Like, to, you know, to map out the places you go. I don't know how tough that would be to implement, like, now that the game is out, but...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd be fairly different. I mean, the bulk of it would just be actually drawing the maps.
Yeah.
I feel like that would take a while.
Not if it's just squares.
Yeah, but most of these aren't really square, though. You've noticed in this one. There it is. I didn't see that earlier when you looked down. That was weird.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention. Okay, there you go. There's the big chest.
Divana's Barrier. Use the spell to deflect incoming projectiles. Okay.
So there's your basically shield equivalent right there. It works a little different because it's a little shorter term, but it's still helpful.
Oh. Alright. It just...
So yeah, it's not automatic, but oh, there you go. See?
Cool.
Figured it out.
I solved your projectile puzzle. Ow. Oh, that's back up there. What was that sound?
You were about to die.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw the
just,
red
like,
on the side.
Delayed. I was going into the menu to heal when I heard it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it may take a few seconds for it to actually do it. Give you time to heal.
Let's see here. So
I'm trying to remember how you got there. You need to go back to that place where you had the 4 switches. I'll just tell you that.
Oops. Yeah, but that's like the last room, isn't it?
Yeah. I think you've done pretty much everything else. Oh, I could be wrong though. I'm not sure.
I just wanted to clear out some of these enemy rooms to make sure.
Yeah.
But see, like, it wouldn't have to be the shape of the room or anything. It could just be like this. Like, it's, you know, the rectangular, flat rectangular thing connected to the other flat rectangular things. And then if it's a locked door, there's just no connection. So, like, a very simple looking view.
Yeah, like Zelda 1 style.
Yeah.
Which is just a bunch of squares connected to each other.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there'd still be some finagling, but, like, I think you had a map, right? Like, you know how to do it.
Yeah, it's not difficult coding-wise. Like I said, it would depend on how you actually end up drawing the maps. You'd have to go back in and add a bunch of stuff to each of the maps too, which wouldn't take that long, but it is quite a bit of effort.
There we go.
And then test everything, you know, to make sure it all works. That's always the longest part of the process: testing in QA.
Yeah.
It's a
weird plant guy.
So I'm ashamed to say I had forgotten about the whole like reflecting things with the barrier spell, and I made this fight much harder on myself. I ended up throwing bombs at him, which is very hard to do.
But you have to use... Wow.
Oh, but you still died.
The timing on that is very specific. You had to use the reflector thingy to get in to that room.
No, you didn't actually have to. You could have gone around a longer way.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that case, the dungeon item is entirely optional. You can totally complete the game without it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it definitely makes things a lot easier, but that was something that I wanted to encourage, is sort of like, whenever possible, make things optional. So like, okay, do you really need this item, or can this just be a fun thing you discover? And if you miss it, well, I mean, that's fine, because that sort of makes when you do discover it even more rewarding. Because no one's stopping you from progressing until you find it. It's more on your own. Like, you've more made the decision to go seek it out and come across it. And I think that's a fun way to be more rewarding of exploration and to encourage it.
See, again, I didn't know there was any other rooms.
Yeah, you could have gone to the right the way you went in there before.
Oh, hey, another room.
Oh, let's see, there's one of your potions.
Stone skin potion. Someone plays Pathfinder. I guess Stone Skin's a D&D thing too, but still.
Yeah.
I think that phrase specifically is Pathfinder, but...
I mean, it's kind of logical too, honestly,
Yeah, dang it!
for a defense potion. Oh my gosh, you might want to
Shh, it's fine.
eat something.
Everything's fine.
Well, there are other kind of caves and I guess you'd call kind of mini dungeons throughout the world too that have life upgrades. But someone wanted to get to the dungeon right away, so...
yeah,
I can tell
for
you
the
about
sake
that.
of the recording,
For the sake of you dying.
I will play this game plenty. I will find
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, there's quite a few throughout the world, so those come in handy for sure.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
took your bomb idea.
There's one. Yeah, there's one.
What? Why did that keep shooting out?
Mm.
I could have
Probably a little
died.
map.
I mean, I didn't, but still, like, the one set of projectiles was already there, but then, like, the actual pickup shot at me.
Oh, really? I didn't see
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
That's weird. Alright, looks like the ship's logbook. September 15th. Finally found that amulet back Blackbeard's. Really, Blackbeard? We can
Yep.
finally return to the hideout. But not before we stop by Briarwood Distillery and put in a new order to celebrate. Only the finest drink Yarmouth can give for the crew that found that amulet. Looks like the Hourglass Crew sailed on to Yarmouth. Maybe the people at the distillery know where their hideout is. Oh good, it kicks me out.
Yeah, it's definitely much easier that way.
Friggin'
Spiders! Oh my gosh, you and those mandrakes.
Alright, we're gonna end it here. We are just
probably
at
a
the
good
hour
idea.
mark, so it's fitting.
You meant to die there, right?
Exactly. So yeah, this has been Ocean's Heart. Not Ocean Horn, like I keep wanting to say.
No, that is a different game.
yeah.
Although also set in an ocean world, which is
Right.
confusing.
With Zelda-like gameplay.
Yeah, let's talk about something besides how my bad marketing decisions in naming.
I love this cover art. It's so soothing, and the music is nice, and it's like lightly animated in a really like comfy way.
Yeah,
It's
you
great.
can sit there and just watch it for like hours.
Yeah,
Maybe not hours, but
which is why we're gonna end the video here. Do you have anything to plug?
No, not really. I'm not doing anything during quarantine times.
Yeah,
You know how
Yeah.
that is.
I get it. That's why I'm making videos.
There you go.
All right, well, that's fine. Like I said, I will have an interview going out with the developer soon. You would have heard him at some point during this. I don't know when, but look for that whole thing. And please check this game out. It's very cool, and he's put in a lot of work, and will continue to put in work, it sounds like. So, support indie devs. They do great work and don't get enough appreciation. So,
Yes.
yeah. Until next time, play some more Zelda-like games.